So, since I'm quite late on doing a actual blog update. I've been crazy busy with running back and forth to my friend's place for about 2 to 3 weeks at a time and helping babysit and overall other stuff. And coming home to insanity where I'm getting dishes thrown at me, and people are threatening me, and doing everything they can to get a rise out of me so they can try and get me to be violent to ship my ass out of here, which I'm totally not falling for it. So, oorah me. Can't get rid of me that easily. Um, to those of you who have regularly watched my blog videos, yes, I am holding a light bulb. I am also having an ADHD moment. Okay, wow, I need to stop. Okay, first off, light bulb. I took it out of the light fixture because I'm getting a migraine and it's too bright, but I need a light to do the video, so go figure. Secondly, I am tired. It is 7:12 in the morning. I have been up all night. Want to know why? Thunderstorms. Not because I'm scared of them, but first off, here in Washington State, they are extremely rare and normally don't exist up here, especially out on the coast. I mean, I'm like a mile from the beach to the Pacific Ocean. But no, all night long, literally about every 40 minutes, thunderstorm rolls through. I love thunderstorms. I love them to death, but my dogs do not. Thus, barking has ensued literally almost every 40 minutes to an hour all night. um, so I'm tired. My sleeping pattern's totally screwed. Um, for those of back on to topic, for those of you who actually do watch my videos and have seen me since I started doing my videos when I had long hair, you will notice I have short hair. I actually need to get this trimmed out to even it out, and the style is a little too poofy for my taste. However, I had a bad run-in with a hairdresser. It went down like this. Blah, blah, blah. I used to have half short, half long hair. If I can find it, I will show you. And the particular picture I am talking about actually shows me with um, pretty much the hair that I have now, just a little bit longer, probably about down to here. And don't ask me what the fuck I was just doing. But from here down, it was all longer and it was in a ponytail and draped over my shoulder. Oh yeah, the floating pictures. I'll have to get those up. Uh, and baby food and baby rainbows and rainbows and more rainbows and um. But I went to Great Clips and this. Aha! Here we go. I'm clicking the picture. Fine. Magnify. My phone's being retard. Of course, then dropping it in a muddy pool doesn't really help. Although I was like so totally matrixy. Whoosh! Fish that thing out of the freaking pond and like swag, 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 shook it off. Immediately went inside, peeled the thing apart, dried it off, took a can of compressed air to every single orifice this thing has. I actually had to take a tack and get all the mud out of the charger port there, but Luckily enough, the phone is undamaged. It just has a few dyed keys on the keypad, but it doesn't show very well because of the bright glare. Maybe once it goes dim a little, I can show you. But this was essentially the style that I wanted to get. Sideways view. I wanted it half short, half long. So I told this lady who's had 3 years experience being a hairdresser, I wanted it this style. Yeah, that's better. That's the style I wanted right there. I wanted that back. And I showed her and I told her, you know, I could separate my hair off and tie the part that I want long back. Oh God, Bile, what the heck is wrong with me today? She said, no, I'll be fine. It'll be just fine, you know. She started hacking away, and I was sitting here, I was telling her, you know, you could do this to make it better, you could do that to make it better, and it's just like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. By the time I was done, I looked like an 80s retarded Billy Ray Cyrus with a really long lopsided mullet because, like, one side was longer than the other side. Safe to say, I did not tolerate that hairstyle for even an hour before I was 6 miles down Meridian to Hair Masters. And I walked in there, and the first thing out of my mouth was, all of the ladies, they looked at me. I was the only one who had walked in. There was 2 other people. And I sat there and I looked at them and I said, so I literally just got my hair cut like not even an hour ago, and they really messed it up, and I look like an 80s retard. Please fix this. They proceeded to look at me. They kind of stood there a moment. They're like, well, what happened? And I explained, you know, I wanted to get my hair done this way and what the lady said and so on and so forth. And they were like, oh, let me take a look. So the two of the ladies came over and they were taking a look at my hair, and they were sitting here going through it. They were like, oh my God, what did they do to you? And I was like, you see what I mean? So, in the process of getting my hair fixed, I had to lose the rest of what was left. And that hurt so much. Took me 2 years to get my hair that long. So it's going to take me another 2 years to grow my hair out. Yay for the frustration! That being said, they just hailing yet again. And things have been finalized with the whole live-in babysitter thing. I will officially be moving in as a full-time live-in babysitter for a 6-year-old and a 10-month-old. At this point, the 10-month-old. By the time the move actually happens, he'll be a year, because he should be turning 11 months here soon, if he hasn't already. In fact, I got Christmas card and a Christmas card and pictures of the 2 beautiful kids. For my safekeeping, I will not be showing them due to the fact that there is privacy issues and safety issues concerning the children. And that's not their say, that's actually my say. I wouldn't want my kids on the internet for quite a while, so I will not be putting other people's kids online. That's not my business. Anyway, so yeah, got my hair chopped off, unfortunately. But the good thing is, I totally ended up with a really awesome zombie pony shirt. I seriously, that's not it. Where's my zombie ponies? Zombie ponies. Ah, there they are. Woohoo! Okay. So, I ended up with a zombie ponies shirt that my friend Rob got me around Halloween. Awesome, no? Oh, it gets even better. Because I totally went to Redbubble and I got myself a freaking Rainbow Dash hoodie. This one here was the first one I got, but it's too small. I mean, this is a medium, and I can't even get my arms inside it because I'm so broad-shouldered, and the shoulders technically start here, and they like end here. So I had to tell them I need a bigger size. So they sent me a bigger size, free of charge. Said to keep the old one, do with it what I want. So a friend of mine in Florida will be getting that once I can afford to send it to her. So I have bigger version. My bigger version. The bigger version that actually fits me. Yes. Rainbow Dash love, people. Rainbow Dash. Just because I'm 20% cooler that way. Anyway, things are mellowing out, stabilizing, you know. Once I do this move, I won't be going anywhere else. I've known Rob for almost a full year at the very least. He's like the brother I never had. One of the most dependable guys I possibly could ever know. Much like my foster dad, Tom. Unfortunately, he has passed. Tom is no longer alive. I visited Sylvia last year, so I need to talk to her again. I've lost contact with my family down in Mississippi. Things have been so hard that they cannot afford to keep their phones up, so I have no idea what the condition of my grandmother is. She had a heart attack about a month ago, underwent bypass surgery. Last I heard, the surgery was successful. However, I have not heard anything after the day after the surgery, so I'm kind of holding my breath on that one. I've tried to call a few times. Phones are disconnected. There's not really much I can do because I don't have snail mail to... I don't have their address to send them snail mail, so I'm just kind of shit out of luck. In terms of that, I'm done with schooling. I still have, you know, all of my credentials from Art Institute of Pittsburgh. Still never could pass that math class. That math class. Urgh. It will be the end of me. So, that, and I have survived the apocalypse. We have survived the apocalypse yet again. No, the Mayans are not bad. I am tired of hearing people say the Mayans are bad and they're doomsayers and blah, blah, blah. No, the Mayans are not bad. First off, the Mayans' calendars are based on their prime numbers of 13 and 20. So all of their calendars, even up to the long count calendar, are in dividends of 13 and or 20. Their long count calendar is in a cycle of 5,125 years. Yes, they led bloody lives with their sacrifices. However, they did not seek destruction. Nowhere in any of their writings was destruction ever mentioned. There's actually writings of a celebration of one of their dead rulers being celebrated all the way in 4,127 AD. So what does that go to show you? And then they sought the creation of life, not death. And they believed in a life for a life. So to create more life, other life had to be sacrificed. In times of famine, in times of drought, they would make sacrifices to the gods to right those events in their life that were happening at that point to try and sustain themselves. Um, Much in the way of Full Metal Alchemist's alchemic laws of equivalent exchange that states which to obtain something of equal value must be lost. That is essentially the way the Mayans lived, which is what I feel humans should really live by as well. We've become such a parasitic species and taken so much from the earth that we cannot balance it out and replenish what we take because we are so large. That eventually will come to the point where the world cannot sustain humanity and humanity will ultimately collapse. Anyway, the only reason the Mayans were put in a bad light is when the Spaniards came over, the church that they had believed in, one of their leaders, one of the friars or whatever, I can't remember the name, he made the Mayans' culture and language, history, beliefs, knowledge. The Mayans were master mathematicians, master astrologists. They were amazing for their time, despite their lack of what we have as technology. They would still put us to shame. But he made all of that out to be the devil's work, burned all of their writings, destroyed anything that had any trace of Mayan history. And then the Mayans had split up, and one of the very last cultures of the Mayans was the Chick something or others. And they were so few and split apart that only, like, literally a handful of them only barely remembered the true ancient tongue of the Mayans and put together a book that wrote about their time of creation, where the Mayans came from. This is about 40 to 50 years after the Spaniards came and the original friar's work was done. A new friar had arisen and actually taken true academic interest in the Mayans' culture and wanted to try and preserve what was left because he found their knowledge fascinating. So, the Mayans are not bad. The Mayans don't seek destruction. So all of this bullshit of, oh, it's the end of the world, blah, 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 the end of the Mayan calendar. Yeah, no. The calendar repeats itself. Just like any other calendar does. Hell, we're coming to the end of a year and the beginning of another one. Hello, it's not the end of the world. It's like, oh, geez. I don't even know how to, I don't even have an analogy for that one, so, yeah, I'm too tired. I am going to cut this video and wish you all a Merry Christmas. I'm hoping I won't wait too late for the next vlog. So, remember, the Mayans are not bad. Do not believe what you hear. And yeah, I totally have blisters all over my hands. I've been retraining my hands in drumming all over again. Literally ripping the skin off my fingers. Yeah, so enough of my ADHD lame ass hobo crap, I guess. See you all later.